Hello, what is good, everyone? I have been so preoccupied with editing, trying to get this trailer for my Mortal Kombat series that I'm going to start hopefully next week ready. I think the trailer is going to be really cool when it's done. I'll probably do a teaser trailer so you will enjoy that when that is finally completed. It's just that it takes up a lot of space on my laptop, so I can only do one thing at a time. But I've finally completed the Mortal Kombat 11 story mode, so I thought I'll just give my review on it and yeah, just my general thoughts. So basically, the story mode overall was actually quite alright, to be honest. Obviously, there's parts that are quite predictable and you kind of know where things are going, but for the most part, it was actually quite entertaining. I didn't really find the Cassie Cage element of the story that interesting or fun. I think it got a bit more interesting when the Sonya Blade from the past came and she ended up getting kidnapped by Kano. Oh, by the way, if you haven't completed the story mode, yeah, this is gonna be spoiler filled because I would have thought everyone has completed it by now. But anyway, yeah, that element of the story got a little bit more interesting. But for me, I think the Scorpion, Hanzo Hisashi, his part of the story mode was really good, along with Liu Kang and Kung Lao when they come into terms with how their future comes to be as revenants and whatnot. But overall, I feel like with this story mode, what NetherRealm was trying to accomplish was to bring everything full circle in every character's individual storylines, such as Shao Kahn fighting for the throne but ultimately dying in the end. However, he is actually playable within this game for the first time in any Mortal Kombat game, so I feel like that's going full circle with him and his storyline. Baraka actually leading the Tarkatans to a better civilization. Also Jade with her potential marriage with Kotal Khan, and also Raiden making amends with Liu Kang, but mainly base it around Kitana being the person, the innocent character that has come from such bad circumstances, her future self becoming a revenant, bringing back the past Kitana to overhaul all of that alongside Liu Kang, who is the original champion of Mortal Kombat, becoming a god now, getting the success at the end of the story. I feel like that's how it is, or how it went with Kitana as well. So she's finally gotten her position as queen, basically. And I kind of feel like the fact that has happened with Kitana in the story is partly one of the reasons why they didn't include Melina into the game. I think possibly, this is just a theory, that NetherRealm was thinking, if we include Melina into the game, we have to overhaul the story mode, because Kitana will have too much adversaries to go up against. It'll be too much of an uphill battle. And what got me thinking this is one of Kitana and Devora's intro dialogues. I'll include it in this video.
Your revenant is progress.
She's a greater outrage than Melina.
She is the ultimate survivor.
They're speaking about future Kitana as if she's a third person, completely, not knowing that that's the original Kitana. So I think the creators, NetherRealm, thought, we have the innocent Kitana from the past, we're gonna make her triumph, but we can't have her go up against her evil clone Melina and also her evil self from the future. We have to make a decision because we can't have it both ways. To keep the integrity of this story mode, we have to keep it as is. The future evil version of Kitana is who the current past Kitana will be going up against. I think it's only through the process of creating the end parts of this game that they realize how big of a community Melina has. Her fan base is humongous. So they thought, okay, we'll give Kitana some of Melina's moves, just some of them, which in the long run is not really that good of a decision because they're two different people that just so happen to be twins. And it just so happens that one of them, being Melina, is the most popular one by a long distance. So yeah, that's just a theory that I have because it's just odd the way they're speaking about her in that intro dialogue. So yeah, that's what I think. We like the story mode as it is, so we're gonna keep it as is. But to please some of the fans, we'll give Kitana some of Melina's moves. But that's just a theory. Overall, I was actually quite entertained by the story mode. Like I said, there was parts that kind of dragged, like Cassie Cage's part, Jax's part was quite a drag. But other than that, it was okay. I mean, my ratings for this story mode, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10 or 7.5 out of 10. Just like in my Avengers Endgame review, how I judge things is I start from 10 and I work my way down. It's considered the gymnastics method of judging, their judging system, where you start from the top, you take points away, as opposed to starting from 0 and working your way up. So yeah, I'll give it like a 7.5 overall. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the actual story mode. What are your thoughts? What do you think of it? How does it compare to MKX and MK9's? I think MK9 had the best story mode besides the original MK1, 2 and 3 story modes. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know yours.